After a winter in an apartment, we felt the need to get out and go and do some exploring. Our previous home had been a 30-foot motorhome, super cheap Winnebago, but it was so big and unwieldy that we decided we had to figure out a better way. We had this little Ford Focus station wagon, and so I had to figure out how to make it so we could sleep in it and carry all our camping gear at the same time. And this is what I came up with. It worked great, and it ended up being the inspiration for our original Golden Goose camperized minivan. So that fall, when we returned from our camping, I set about turning this beautiful van into a camper. The goal was to build something that got good fuel economy and would sleep 4, and it had to have a shower and all of the other modern conveniences that apartment life had gotten us used to. With no small effort, I built this top. It took about 2 months, and with winter fast approaching, I even managed to get it fiberglassed and ready for us to depart for Indonesia by October. Upon our return in the spring, it would be our home for 5 months. She contained all our original gear, but I had to prepare the interior as we traveled, and so you'll see that these photographs are somewhat of a progression of that process. First, we had to come up with a place for the children to sleep and a place for the children to sit while we were underway safely. So we built what we called the bunk bench. It was a bench that they could sit on with 5-point hitch seat belts that also converted into bunk beds. The bunk bench opened to the back door, which was where my workshop was, and also included handy storage beneath. We also needed to build a galley, a place to cook. And the great thing is we had standing headroom. So I built a galley cabinet of sorts, and it evolved as we traveled along, eventually having a fold-out table added to it and a custom-made slide-out icebox. The fold-out table itself was suspended to the ceiling with a cord to make it stable for chopping vegetables and grinding coffee and that sort of thing. As time allowed, we embellished it somewhat to make it look more attractive. I like to call it cabinesque. The back of the galley backed out onto the side door, so we were able to have an outside table as well, which was extremely handy as well, and we could pass food through and so on. Living on the sailboat, we came up with the idea of the lounge concept, where your bed is actually your floor. You live in a nice, soft, padded environment, and so it leaves a lot of space for you to move around easily. You have no furniture to move, nothing is in your way, and you can always sit on the beautiful 4-inch thick mattress, and so you take your shoes off when you come inside. And so the van is a lounge concept. A few cushions, put your sleeping bags into some bolster containers, and you've always got lots of nice soft things to relax against, and it really is cozy. You can literally stand up and walk around in this minivan. And that brings me to storage. We had plenty of space for our 5-man dinghy, our 11 by 11 gazebo tent, and our folding picnic table. It all tucked away nicely when we were staying in urban locations, and when we went to a beautiful outdoor place, we could set it all up outside and enjoy the great outdoors. Of course, in the summer in Canada, mosquito netting is an important thing. So my wife designed this slip cover for the front door, and then using contact cement and plenty of mosquito netting, fitted out the vents on the back of the van so that we could open them at night, and it kept the mosquitoes out beautifully. People often ask us if we sleep up in the camper top, but we don't. We sleep comfortably down below in the lounge. However, the top is fantastic because it provides standing headroom and an incredible amount of storage, and cupboards for dishes and toiletries, and up in the front is clothing, where we keep our clothing. So just an incredible amount of storage and convenience. And it's also where our fantastic shower system was stowed. You undo a couple of clips and the whole thing dropped down, and it was a full-size shower, just like you'd have in an apartment. This photo, you can see that the shower is deployed and ready to use. For water, fresh water, we had two 5-gallon buckets that we got from Home Depot. They're the white ones, they're food safe. And what we did is we put those between the two front seats and put a board on top as a console with non-skid on it. Worked fantastic. To get the water out of the buckets, we just had a submersible pump with an electric switch and some hose. It worked beautifully. Flicked the switch on and we had water instantly. One of the beautiful things about having one of the window passenger moving minivans is that you have a 360-degree view, and so it's lovely to enjoy that. Vinyl tablecloth material held in place with contact cement made an excellent curtain system that rolled up very easily and tied out of place with some nice ties. We didn't have a house battery, we just used the van battery, and the solar panel kept it charged up perfectly all the time, and so we never had any problems. And it comes down and we can put it on an extension cord and set it out in the sun if we want while we're parked. Or park so that when the sun comes up in the morning it shines directly on the solar panel. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you would, please share, like, and subscribe. And if you have any questions at all, make sure to hit me up in the comment section below. And you can watch the camper top build right here on my channel. Thanks for coming out.